What is up, my friends? Great to have you on here. We are live. Going to pull up the chat, going to get some things happening here as we dive into tonight's presentation. Super grateful that you took the time to come join us tonight. And let me make sure I have the correct screens open. And we are going to dive immediately into this. So welcome on as you're getting on here, guys, in the chat. Let's hear from you. Looks like we have everybody just piling on. Tony, Sean, Michael, Lorraine, Kim, Jazz, Jace, Erlene, Christian, Brett, Anita. I can't see some other people on there. Welcome on to all of you. Great to have you here, Anita. Great to hear from you. So, guys, without any ado, and with going much, much further than you've ever gone, we're going to dive directly into it tonight. What's up, Michael? What's up, Erlene? Great to have you. Great to see both of you. We're literally just diving straight in, guys. We're going to crank. We're going to be running real fast tonight, and it is game time. So welcome to Team Inspire's Internet Marketing Domination, where we are very quickly becoming the fastest growing team in the fastest growing company in the entire direct sales industry. So pay attention. There's a deadline tonight at midnight. You can either... Between now and midnight, you can either capture the entire team that we've been building below you, or they will leapfrog you and you will become a part of their team in the future. So we're going to share with you all about that tonight and how that all works. And we're going to really show you some incredible results. So guys, my entire mission statement, the reason I'm doing this, I'm so grateful to be here. The purpose of my life is to love, to enjoy the journey, and to inspire, teach, and serve others. And that's exactly what you're going to get. Every single part of that, it's in the fabric of every part of my life. So I've been a leader online since 2006. I built teams of well over 100,000 members. We'll prove that to you tonight. Multiple seven figures, helped over 1,000. This was a long time ago. Helped over 1,000 people to their first profits. It's way over that. Who knows how big it is. I've owned a smoothie franchise, owned and operated. I've created literally like a boiler room Wolf of Wall Street, huge company with 80 employees doing multiple 8 figures. Walked away from that company with a 30% ownership. I'm a certified speaker, trainer, coach. I've been on stages around the world. I've spent $250,000 learning all of this stuff. And there are so many shortcuts that are built into what you're going to see tonight. You have to realize this can literally cut a decade off of your learning curve. You don't need to take 5. If you've ever heard the saying in the industry, it should be 3 to 5 years for you to get to a full-time income. We don't play that game here. You're in a whole new world being here with us tonight. So welcome to the world that we play in. So we're going to move fast tonight. We're going to show you how to get free traffic, leads, and sales. Literally unlimited ceiling. There's no fluff. Hold on for the ride. We're moving very, very quickly here. So one of the greatest transfers of wealth in the history of humanity. It's been building for 80 years, and it's happening right now. We're going to show you exactly how to get in front of it. Here's how you make 7 figures in the next few years. Get in front of a trend before the trend hockey sticks. And if you think 7 figures is too big, let's see if you still feel the same way by the end of the webinar tonight. You're going to see some things that you've probably never seen in the industry. You're going to walk out with the belief that you're going to walk out with a knowing and a belief that you can do exactly what you're seeing people all throughout our team do. By the way, the top earner in our company already earns 7 figures a month. That was before they're just starting to hockey stick just now. So you have to realize the greatest wealth is just about to be made. This little 7 figures a month, that's going to be like a commonality for any top leader in our company, not just the top leader who happens to be the top leader in the whole industry as well in a very young company. It's almost never, I don't know if I've ever seen that done. It's very, very rare. Usually the top earners are from legacy companies that have been around for decades, from people that are building teams for decades and decades and decades. Not a team like we have here that's just a matter of months old. So with a company that's just a few years old. So the way you do it as well, you help others duplicate the thing you're having success with. This is why all the selfish gurus out there, or should I say douchebags out there, why all they do is hide their best secrets and they go out and keep cranking out these multiple 5 and 6 figure months, and they don't really share with you how they're doing that. I know because I've been in the rooms with them. I've had them share what they're really doing, and then I compare that to what they're actually teaching in their $2,000 and $10,000 products, and I'm like, dude, why don't you teach this and this? And they're like, well, because then things break, and then they don't get to make as much because they're giving some of their stuff away to other people. And that's not how it works with what we're doing. You're going to see how this is like a win-win-win all across the board. It's amazing. 100% it's all built into the system. You literally, if you can copy and paste, if you're teachable, you don't have an ego the size of like the planet Earth, and you're just a tiny bit teachable, and you're willing to just do a little paint by numbers. You know, remember those things you like, number one's like the color blue, number two's like the color brown, and all you do is like do the right colors and it just turns into something amazing. That's what we have here. And even if you miss a few of that, you will see tonight people who miss those, all kinds of those steps, and they're still crushing it. So the 4 steps to leverage in internet marketing, you need to understand this. We are here with a network marketing company called HempWorks My Daily Choice. This team is growing it through the power of internet marketing. No team in this company is leveraging this like we are. And even though there's a couple individuals that are higher up in the company, there's no teams doing this at all because they don't know how to teach. They don't want to teach. They've tapped into this little thing where it's like such a tiny little crack. They can't share with anybody because then, you know, their little 50 people they're bringing in per month would be spread across their team. And they're overlooking thousands that are joining every day. That's our pie. So that's the pie you're about to play in. So step 1, you need traffic. Step 2, you need opt-ins. Step 3, sales. And step 4, naturally, those sales are your team members, and those team members just follow step 1, 2, and 3, and all of a sudden you have duplication. Suddenly you have people on your team. Like I can't tell you how much money I made in the past 24, 48 hours, the past week, that was not from my own account. I mean, I could tell you, it'll take a while to calculate. It's a lot of money. So that's because there's a whole bunch of people doing step number 4 here. And it's not just this guy with the crazy green shirt giving the webinar here. There's countless dozens and dozens and dozens of people all throughout our team that can say the exact same thing I just said. Countless amount, a huge percentage of our team. Not the little tiny 1% like is average for the industry. We're talking a gigantic percentage of our team that are like having people duplicate on duplicate and duplicate multiple levels down. Our team is way deep already. It's crazy for how young we are. So it's not that crazy. I've done this a lot. So it's like, for me, I'm like, it's what I expect, but it's been a while since we've created a team like with this. I've never had a team with this much winning. It's amazing. So we're going to give you easy to understand examples. We're going to give you all the proof you can imagine. We're going to educate you around how the internet works. For real. Like, you're just here as a free member. You're not even part of our inner tribe. Just imagine the stuff we're going to teach you inside. By the end of tonight, you're going to learn some things like, dude, I didn't know that's how it worked. That's awesome. You're going to be able to go out and do some amazing things. So we're going to teach you all about multiplication versus addition. Imagine if it wasn't just you making all the money, or here's a better way to say it. Imagine it's not just this person you join out there making all the money, but actually they give you all their best stuff and you actually get to copy, literally copy and paste. You don't have to be on a video. You don't have to share with Facebook friends. If you want to do all those things, they're additional like ammo on your tool belt. You don't need any of that. We have people on the team right now that won't get on a video camera. They have yet to post anything on Facebook. They do not have an email list. They are not a sales monster that gets on the phone and pulls out Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort, Grant Cardone master, but yet they're creating residual income. So if they can do that and hide behind a computer and just do some literally very simple copy and paste work, you can do the same thing. You can do exactly what they're doing. So this is all about leveraging other people's money, other people's skills, other people's efforts, other people's influence, other people's talents, other people's time, and OPP. Yeah, you know me. So how did this all happen? Last year, 2008, I was super jaded in the industry. I was thinking of leaving the industry once again, even though I've been doing this since 2006. I was lost. I was like looking around and love Gandalf's quote, not all who wander are lost. And I was hyper focused on trying to find something to make things work, but I couldn't find anything. And I was just, I was in between like restarting my personal coaching program and doing all these different things. I've done so many things over the years. But I was asking brand new questions. I was looking at things through new perspectives, tons of self-reflection. You know, I look back on my whole career, not even just 13 years online, even before that. What about my smoothie franchise starting in 2003? What about my soccer career and all the things I did way before that? And that giant Wolf of Wall Street company I built. And I'm like, okay, what are the greatest wins of Jason Cardamone's life? What are my greatest wins? And then and this was the part that was hard, what are my greatest failures? What have I just sucked at? What could if I could have just adjusted something or done something completely different? What are those things throughout my entire career and life? And so I was completely open-minded. It didn't matter how bad I felt asking those questions. And we got on to some amazing things and what ultimately led me to this company. But a couple things before I even started to look at this was like, dude, HempWorks is already saturated. Guys, I was saying this guy on the camera right now making crazy, crazy big money. We'll talk all about that and we'll give you an income disclaimer and all this stuff. That a year ago, I was literally the guy saying, oh, it's already saturated. And so if you're saying, oh, dude, it's saturated, trust me, it's barely getting freaking started. Barely getting started. We're going to show you that too. I also thought CBD was drugs. I literally thought the stuff in this bottle, this magical miracle in a drop, miracle in a bottle, that has changed so many of my loved ones' lives and so many people on this team, and our sprays, which I keep forgetting to bring those so I can show you the sprays as well. And the other products, soon to be $1 billion brand that's not even announced yet, but is launching here in about 3.5 weeks in Vegas. And in fact, it's Thursday. In 3 weeks from tonight, or maybe it's, I don't know, 3 weeks and 1 day, something, I don't know when. It's soon. These products completely are amazing. I thought CBD was drugs a year ago. I was super naive. So it's okay if you've had like prejudgments or you're worried about your family. I remember I did post on Facebook and I was like, oh my God, my whole family's going to think I'm a drug lord or something. Little did I know, they were not quite as naive as me, even the super religious ones. And they were like, dude, give me some. And I've never had friends and family join me for a lot of years because I chased them all away back in 2006 and 2007. You know, you've ever heard of the NFL, No Friends Left Club? Anybody a part of that? If you're part of the NFL, type NFL. Or if you've experienced some asset of that, or you know somebody who's been in the NFL, you're like, oh yeah. Or have you ever defriended someone and been like, dude, they're way too crazy. I am NFL with them. You are their no friend that is now left. So, and guys, I told you we're going to have fun. So, and here's the big thing with what we're doing tonight with what I'm about to share with you. What if so-and-so doesn't approve of this? And that included my sponsor. It included people above my sponsor throughout the company, people making 6-7 figures a month. What if the company owners didn't like what I'm doing? And it finally got down to the point where I was like, this is way too good. And it doesn't matter. My ego can't afford whether somebody doesn't like me, because I've been doing this for 13 freaking years and I have to pour out everything I've ever done. And we're going to build one of the greatest teams that's ever existed in the history of this 70-year-old industry. And we are going to freaking crush this. That was about 2.5, 3 months ago. And so I started getting some things out to the team. And what do you know? We are literally all over all kinds of leaderboards. You can see our team creeping up, getting bigger, bigger, bigger. We have people that have struggled for a decade now having success. We have like countless amounts of success stories that we're going to share with you and that we could share with you. There was something sexy about this company that kept drawing me back. And my friend Aaron, some of you, if you're on the webinar last night, the presentation that we send some people to, my friend Aaron Parker, I watched him go from literally completely negative. They almost lost their home in like April or May of 2018. So I thought I was struggling. So was Aaron. but he got in this thing and he started running at it. And I've watched his income climb and climb and climb and climb and climb. And 3 or 4 months ago, I watched him hit his first $100,000 month, which is like flipped, because back in 2014, I was helping him in a big way when I just had my first $80,000 month. And that blew my mind. And he was watching that, and I was helping him and mentoring him in a different company. And little did I know, him and I were going to cross paths in the future in something else. And to see what he's done, guys, to go from 0 to 100,000 a month in 12 months from when he started, that is almost unheard of in the industry. It's completely crazy. And Aaron's never done anything like that. They are crushing it now, crushing it, absolutely crushing it. So I dove deep into this thing and I committed fully. And so before we examine traffic opt-in sales duplication, we're going to examine the carrot and the stick. So this is a really important psychological concept, and how this works is that it's how your human brain works. And a lot of people don't really understand this. You may have heard, you're wired to avoid pain and to gain pleasure. This is literally in your DNA. It's in your genetics. You can't help it. When someone like throws something at your face and you blink, it's because your body, your brain has a self-preservation that it thinks you're about to lose your eye, and it's super important to you. So it built in this blink thing. You can't not blink without extreme amounts of conscious effort around it. And so you cannot change these traits in people. You will do more to avoid pain than you will to gain pleasure. It is built into your DNA. And so the carrot is gaining pleasure. The stick, like the stick threatening you to beat your behind, like when I was a kid, the little, like we got sticked and we wanted to do whatever we could to avoid pain. So isn't it funny how parents, like back in the day when you could spank kids and all that, and whatever your beliefs are on that, it's not about like judging whatever, but it's about, think of how effective that was. We were like super motivated to not get a spanking, and what we had to weigh it against, how good is this, what are we going to get out of this? But what if mom and dad finds out? What if, we're going to get the rod or spanking or whatever it is for you. And so, sorry, I got to adjust my monitors real quick. They were being a little crazy. So that's, we've combined both of these things into HempWorks and Team Inspire here. And so every Thursday evening, all of the paid members go to the very top of the power line above all of the free pre-enrollees. So if you're here watching this thing, and even if you're here on a replay and it's not Thursday night, you have to realize next Thursday, which it's coming up in a matter of hours here, it's midnight Pacific, all paid members are going to fly to the top of all the free members. That is the stick. It's built into the company. It's beautiful. It's called the Power Line, and it's already built in. And you get to lock in. And by the way, these members, if you're a free pre-enrollee that all you did was lock in your free position, you haven't even had to join yet, but yet your sponsor and people above them have been building down below you. And you may have a couple pre-enrollees, you may have none, you may have like dozens of paid members and hundreds of pre-enrollees. It depends. And over time, you'll just have more and more and more and more. So you have to realize that you could be in at the very top, or you could delay and somebody else is going to be in above you at the top, and you're going to be now a part of their team down the road. And if you go on and do huge things with this, all of that is going to benefit their business. So there's this amazing thing built into the company, the stick, every Thursday, this giant deadline. It's amazing. So they also send out fear of loss emails, which is basically, hey, they explain what I just did. You're about to lose all these people. Here's how many paid members you have. Here's how many free members you have. I just brought on an 8-figure earner that's evaluating everything, and they're getting these emails, and they're like, wait, so you're saying by Thursday I'm going to lose these people? And they're seeing all this, and they're a genius marketer, and they're understanding like, this is complete genius, what they've built into the system here. So the carrot, this is what things to gain pleasure. This is what we want, not things we're trying to avoid. So the stick, we're trying to avoid losing a team. The carrot, we're trying to gain. What are we trying to gain? That, first of all, this is built into the company as well. Your sponsor, your upline, is helping you build a team. It's a major carrot in what we're doing. That, again, is built into that's just the company, guys. That's like the foundational piece down below. but that's nothing to do with our Team Inspire magic on top of everything, which is a huge reason why we're blowing up as a team. So, and this is what I've done. It's my specialty, is help like anybody from any walk of life to be able to come in, follow a set of simple steps, and create a result. Traffic, lead, sales. It's just super simple. I've done it for 13 years. I've done it really successfully for 5, 6, 7, 8 years range, somewhere in there. Even since 2008, 9, I started crushing it. So we have a Team Inspire rotator. This is a huge carrot. No team has anything like what we're doing. You'll hear rotators out there, but they're not delivering like the quality and what we're doing here. So this is free traffic, leads, and sales for all qualified team members. We'll talk about this. There's bonus shares for rank advancing. And this isn't just 5K affiliate, 10K affiliate. If you've seen the comp plan, this is even deeper than that. This is, and Galaxy Note 9, I'm not sure who you are. That's really like, it's really funny. Like, totally love the comment. And this is Galaxy Note 9. They're like so excited they named themselves their own phone. So actually, we can probably figure out who it is too. Oh, actually, I only know their email address. I forgot who it is though. So here's the deal. There's bonus shares for you rank advancing, and we do that also when you get to 1K affiliate, 2K affiliate, and keep going. Robbie, what's up, bro? It's great to, I thought it was you, dude, but I wasn't quite sure on your email address. So anyway, top tier marketing training. Guys, I poured $250,000 into this over the last 13 years. Most of it over the past 5, 6, 7 years, because that's when I finally started making enough money to travel around the world and pay 10 and 12,000 to go to all these crazy events. And not crazy, like life-changing events, including like pay a couple $100 to go to life-changing events like our company annual conference here, the first weekend in October in Vegas. If you are deadly serious about this business, guys, when I started my smoothie franchise, we put $135,000 in. So when there was a training down in Scottsdale, Arizona, I flew down there and I went down there and we got trained, and the training cost us thousands of dollars on top of flights, hotels, convenience. We're trying to run a freaking franchise. I'm the only full-time guy, and I have to go leave for 4 days to go to like a multiple day training. Like, I was committed. We paid 6 figures. We're like, dude, we're going. So you get to do that for a fraction, far, far, far less than $1,000 here in this company. So if you're serious, dude, I'm going to just say, I'm just going to reach right through this camera and I'm speaking directly. If this is you, if you're serious about making a freaking 6-figure income in this, and you've always wanted to make $100,000 a year, or even like just 60 grand a year, or you want to go beyond that to $250,000, million, or even more per year, much less per month, you need to get your ass to Vegas next month. It's the first weekend. I think it's October 4, 5, 6. It's in the back office. I'm just going to say that. I'm being very direct. I care about you. That's the truth of what's happening. So that wasn't a part of the slideshow. That was just free bonus there. So here's the deal. Company, CBD niche, and other domination. There's some amazing things happening here. So foundation, traffic opt-in sales, duplication. We're going to show you can get all the traffic you could ever dream of tonight. We're going to show you can get all the so if you're on this thing, someone invited you here and you're a pre-enrollee and you've locked in your free position with them and you're like checking everything out, we're going to show you how you can have your own pre-enrollees on this thing, and you can be the person that invited them, and I'm doing all the work for you. I'm the one yelling at them to go to Vegas and do all these other things. That makes sense? So like, this is like, you don't have to do those things. You don't have to get on the phone and be some sales master. The stuff is done for you. We have other videos and all kinds of stuff to make some magic happen. So, and that you get those people, a percentage of them, and in fact, a huge percentage that come on this with us, even if you're on the replay, a huge percentage of people join us after watching all of tonight's replay. Because when you see all these things put together, you can't help but to be like, it's a freaking no-brainer. I know I can make money with this thing. And guys, I can't guarantee anything. The government tells me I can't make any income claims and I can't promise you anything. All I can promise you is like, it's very simple steps. And if you actually do the work and follow the steps and you ask questions and you're not too prideful to not ask questions in the Facebook group, when you get stuck on something, or you just look up things, because we have tons of training sitting right there, and then you just go take action on what you're learning, you will get results. It just freaking happens. Like Brett just said, one of our very top team leader, it doesn't get much easier. So we have multiple cold traffic sales. Guys, what cold traffic means, it's not anybody who's ever heard of your name. It's not Facebook friends. It's not your friends and family on your phone. It's not anybody on earth who's ever heard your name ever. Their eyeballs are seeing things you're putting out there in the world. They're interested enough where they pre-enroll with you for free, and then they're invited to something like tonight, and then they join you. And all you did was like, whoa, you hardly did anything in the whole process. Their eyeball just happened to see what you're doing, and they're a complete stranger, and they're soon to become your friend. And if they go and actually take action, then suddenly they're going to become a really good friend of yours, because they're going to make you a shitload of money. So that is amazing. And the more you help them, the more money you get to help them make. And by the way, if you're not like really a people person, you can still succeed here, because you have myself and literally hundreds of people that just are here to serve humanity. So you put them into my Facebook mastermind group, I will pour into them all day long. That's what I do. It's what I've done for a lot of years. It's including why I got my life and business coaching certification back in 2001, 2 range somewhere. Long time ago. Can't believe it's been almost 20 years. That's crazy. So, and obviously your team will duplicate. You just literally plug them into stuff we're doing here. So CBD is about to go through hockey stick growth. We literally have the best of the best team culture here. And that is including the sponsor I joined, the upline support system above that. We have the best of the best, no holds barred. Guys, I don't screw around. I don't just join like some Uncle Bob. I'm like kicking tires and stuff. I had multiple people trying to get me into this company for like a year. So I didn't just join the first person that offered me something, because there's a strategy in place that will benefit you for the next 10 years. And you just going to have to trust my professional judgment that has built these gigantic teams, which I'm going to show you here in 1 second. We show you how to do internet marketing, ninja psychology, carrot and stick. We're going to show you how to do gremlins after midnight even. So, so this is, I keep forgetting to fix this slide. This is from Rolling Stone magazine, which it shows you right below this picture, and it got cut off. My bad for that. You can go look it up yourself. It was posted actually almost exactly, that's crazy, a year and 1 day ago is when this was posted. And now there's some new predictions, guys, and it's actually looking to be like 40 billion by 2024, 25, 23. I don't know, somewhere. This industry is freaking flying. To give you some perspective, the industry did $600 million in 2018. Our company, the #1 in the entire industry, in all of the industry, in all the retail, and all the crap you see sitting at the gas stations, we are #1, and we did 100 million of the 600 million last year. We are crushing those numbers. Months ago, we were on track to do 250 million this year, and I'm sure it'll be way the hell more than that. I don't know what the new projections are. We'll probably find out in Vegas next month. My guess is we're not going to quite do $1 billion as just our company alone. Maybe the industry will hit $1 billion, even though it did. Well, yeah, 600 million last year. The industry will easily hit $1 billion here. I bet you we're going to do a hell of a lot more than 1/6 of that market. We are just literally dominating everything. And some of it's that carrot and stick stuff that's built in that you saw. And some of it's a lot other magic. So we're going to show you literally how to leverage. You guys know the saying, like, would you rather have 100% of your own efforts or 1% of the efforts of 100 other people? Well, imagine what that looks like when, like, guys, I can't tell you, like, here, I can't even guess. Brett Kingstree here, top leader here in the organization. I can't tell you how much money he's made me, but he's made me way more than 1% of one man's efforts and one woman's efforts, because his wife is badass too. And so that just, you got to realize, like, you can have an organization of hundreds and even thousands and even hundreds of thousands of people if you're here and you plant your flag and you really dig in. And you got to realize Some people, you might get a percent here and there. Some people are going to get 10, 20, 50% here and there. And it's like, this is way more than it. You got to stop thinking in 100%. This is not 100%. Like, how much do you make a year? How much do you make per hour? You're like, oh, I make $50,000 a year. And this is like, that's 100%. You know what 100% is? Helping 100 other people make $100,000 per year and getting a cut of everything they make, and you making $500,000 or $1 million a year. That's closer to 100%. But then you got to realize this is geometric growth. It just keeps going from there. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on my nose. Something is itching like crazy. So hopefully it's gone now. We are literally creating gremlins after midnight, and this is how fast we're growing. And here's what I want to show you guys. This is, I took this screenshot in 2017. This was a team I started building back in 2008. I have not touched that team for all the years since about 2012 or so. So this team was 25,150 members on the day. I don't know what day I took the screenshot. I could go look it up on my hard drive. And this is only measured in the first 5 levels. You see level over here, 5, 4, there's level 2, any 3s, 1s, like, so these are all, this is a huge ass team. Now here's what you got to realize. It only shows us 5 levels deep, which means Bob puts in Amy, puts in Jerry, puts in Jane, puts in Mike. And then anybody Mike puts in, that's level 6, and we don't get to see those numbers on this screen. Well, we counted this team back in 2010 down 30 generations deep, which means like these 5 people, they brought in them, brought in them, brought in them, brought in them. And then down here, brought in them, brought in them, brought in them, brought in them, down 30 generations deep in 2010. So just imagine, God knows how deep it goes in 2017, probably 50 to 100 generations or more. I'm sure the team is 50, 100,000 or more. But here, let me show you growth between 2017 and like a month or 2 ago when I haven't touched this team this entire time. So 25,150 to 2 years later, and I need to put this up on the screen, 32,686. If you can't see this, that's a growth of like 7,000 new members in the first 5 levels. This was updated at the end of July. That's when I was starting to create these slides you're looking at. And so, guys, 7,000 new members across 2 years and a team I wasn't touching. You know why that's happening? Because they were taught copy and paste, duplicatable, simple systems. More than a decade ago, when I wasn't a very good teacher, I just had a heart to serve others, and I was just throwing stuff out there. And a whole bunch of people that have never made any money ever started having successes. And now we're to the tunes of literally tens, hundreds of thousands of people. We have, God knows how deep that organization gets. So I'm not new to this game. That's the whole point. I've done this before. We're doing this again right now. We're going to bring on some amazing people that have earned the right to get out here tonight. And I'm going to read this income disclaimer. You need to read that right now as I go to pull out some people here in just a moment. I got to make sure I'm finding all, I don't know. Hang on, guys. I'm trying to keep my, oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Oh, it's funny. You can raise your hand and it's like jump out, like out of alphabetical order. I'm all thrown off here. Michael. Oh, look, they're all raising. Dude, I love you guys. That's amazing. So, and then I can't remember if I'm missing. I might be missing. If I'm missing someone else, Brett or someone will let me know. And there is hold on, there's a button I get to click. Come on. I know it's over here. I'm on the panelist thing, more, and I do allow panelists start video. I did it. Look at how fast. That's our record, guys. I just got to call this out because I'm so excited about this. So we're going to start bringing a couple people out here. We're going to start with Michael, but before Michael jumps out, I'm going to read this earnings disclaimer, and then we're going to pop over there. So there are no guarantees regarding the income we will demonstrate from this opportunity, guys. We can't promise you're going to make anything. The success or failure of each affiliate, like any other business, depends on each affiliate skill set and personal effort. Earning levels for affiliates are examples and should not be construed as typical or average. Guys, these guys earn the right to be here. They are obviously not average people. We're not putting average people out here. Even though we have average people making money, these people are above average. So income level achievements are dependent on the individual's skills, ambition, time commitment, activity, and demographic factors. So I'm going to get off of this screen. We're going to turn this thing over. And Michael Jennings is so amazing. This man is filled with gratitude. He works his butt off. He has a heart to serve people. I've been watching him just pour into people for like, I don't know, like a month or something, and he's growing this huge team. So like, I don't know how long it is, but Michael will share with you a little bit of his perspective. And guys, this is to get you some different perspectives, so you're not just hearing from me. You're going to hear like totally different backgrounds and experiences or so. Michael Jennings, go for it, brother.
Thank you, Jason. I appreciate it. Thank you for everything.
I can't hear you, bro.
I'm unmuted.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Hang on. I think you're good. My speaker was turned off. Let me verify. Go for it.
Am I good now?
You're fine. Dude, everybody's fine. I'm crazy. Go, bro.
I just want to say thank you, Jason, and to Team Inspire for everything that you guys are doing. Really do appreciate it. And really, when he says it's easy, like click by click, copy and paste, it's exactly what it is. And I've been part of this for 8 weeks. That's it. 8 weeks is what I've been part of this. And I'm just super grateful. I've been in some businesses where I've failed and or did not fail. I actually made money, but I didn't see the duplication. People weren't, making sales below me. And I just lost my passion for it. So I got away from it and reached out to a couple people, and bang, here I am with the best thing that I've ever been part of. I got my wife giving me high fives on Thursdays when I'm getting paid, and it's like crazy, right? So me and my wife will be in Vegas in October. And, if you can attend, if you can make it, make sure you're there. I've never told anybody to go to an event, but it's going to be my wife's first event to go to. So I've gone to events, and it's going to be super powerful. So I'm just super grateful. I'm not going to go into full detail. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. But really it is click by click and copy and paste. And it's just amazing seeing what's going to happen here and what's already happening, but for myself, because I've never learned this kind of style of marketing before. And it's just super powerful because I ain't got to spend a dime to do it. It just takes a little bit of time in my day, and you guys, I'm posting them in there every day, right? So it's gradually getting better and better and better, and learning a new technique that is so simple and doesn't cost us a dime. So I'm super grateful for that. Super pumped up for the whole team / family, I call it, because that's what we are. We're on here all day, all night, whenever it is, helping each other, helping the newest people coming in. You don't even have to be affiliated with me. Just come in with somebody else, and I'm here to help you. That's the kind of person we all are on this team. And, we're super grateful to be part of this. And thank you again. I'm going to keep it short. I don't want to blow anybody's time up. But, I'm just super, super excited for what's to come. I really am.
I totally appreciate you, Michael. And do you happen to know, just this is like kind of off the cuff, so none of this is planned, guys. Do you happen to know how many visitors or leads or anything because you have traffic flying in. Do you happen to know any kind of quantify any kind of numbers around it?
I didn't check Click Select's a couple of days, but I've definitely gotten pre-enrollees from it. So it's definitely working, but not a sale in the end yet, right? So, but I know it's happening on the team. It just hasn't been myself yet. So it's just a matter of time. It's a matter of time. People are seeing it.
Awesome. And guys, Michael does have sales. He's talking specifically about some of our internet marketing play.
Yes. So, that everybody will learn about, so stay tuned to the end.
Yeah, awesome, bro. And dude, will you even tell them, give like 10 seconds leading up to this, what was your experience with internet marketing like before that?
Spent tons of money. $5 a day on ads, you know what I mean? And just guessing, just throwing money out there and just guessing. And now I have people reaching and or looking at my stuff that want the help, right? I don't have to look for people. They're looking for us. That's the tremendous thing about it.
Awesome. Michael, appreciate you so much, brother.
Thank you.
So guys, I'm going to flip this thing over to an amazing leader. I'm just getting to know this woman. Her name is Kim. And I honestly, I'm just going to be honest. I don't know Kim's story. Brett might know more to like, if you want to introduce her, Brett, you can. Here's what's amazing, guys. Think about this. You have a team growing so fast. You have a leader blowing things up. You haven't even had the chance to get to connect with them because the whole team, it's happening all over. So like, it's an amazing problem to have. So Brett, go for it, bro.
Yeah, I'll be honest as well. Like, this is the first time me and Kim have seen each other face to face. She's on my team somewhere down there. We connect every day over Messenger because she's just blowing up. I think she's been in like 2 weeks. So she's doing awesome. This is the first time we've met each other face to face. And yeah, I mean, her team got like 3 or 4 buys today. So really crushing it. Awesome.
Yeah, pretty exciting.
Go for it, Kim. Just share with us your story and just take it over. It's all you.
Well, I started off in the dental field and worked in the dental field for 15 years. Decided to come home and be a mom with my 2 teenagers, and got a little bored, a little bit. Wanted to do something, so started to look online, and I love this. This is like an amazing community, and it is so simple to do. And you don't have to spend any money. That's the huge thing. I made back my investment of that $2.99 when I bought in a day. I sold everything and I was done. Like, so everything is profit for me right now. And anybody sitting on the fence, like if you need help, like for me, I'm home all the time. I will help you. I will do the best I can to get the answers for you and help you. And I don't know, this is such a simple process. And the answers are there. And if you have no experience, you don't need it because everything is there for you to learn. Because I had no experience. I came from working on teeth to coming into this community, which is totally different. So pretty stoked about this. And my team is amazing. I have the best team ever. Like, the people are wanting to succeed like me, and I have a goal, and my goal is going to work. So.
I love it. Kim, congrats. That is so awesome. It's so great to finally connect. I literally like see your name every day, and we're in the chats and everything. So it's great to get to know your story. And it is what you're building right now. I know what that's turning into, and it is it's literally life changing. Like you could own the entire dental office. This is way bigger than the whole thing. Because I know exactly. We have dentists and doctors that they want what we have here. So.
It's amazing, and everybody should do this. It's just so easy, and I love to help people. My main goal is to help people, and that's what I get to do every single day of my life. So that's awesome.
I love it. That if you guys, I want all our guests like pay attention to. You saw Michael share this. You see Kim sharing this thread of like, dude, we just want to serve you, or dudette, whoever you are. Like it's such a big part, and that. It's basically your vibe attracts your tribe. So we've attracted all these people that are like, we're all servant leaders. Kim's exact words. I've said that hundreds of times across the last decade. Like, I'm just here to serve. I just get to help people all day long. And like, it's amazing. So.
And people come to you. You're not going out there. They're coming to you, and they want what you have, and you're here to give it to them. And it's right there in front of them.
Totally. So Kim, thank you for sharing that. So you're not out there like chasing people with a spear, stabbing them like the worst salesperson. They're like, you got to join my thing, right?
Nope. They come to me. They may message me. What are you doing? I want in. I want to do what you're doing. And that's how it works.
It's perfect. Thank you, Kim, so much. So awesome. Thanks. Congratulations as well. You're so close. Kim's like in a rank advance like her first few weeks in. So congrats.
Thanks.
All right. Awesome. So Brett, we're going to flip this thing over to Brett Kingstree, and Brett he's currently the biggest leader on the team. He plans to keep that position. There are some people that want to chase him down, and it's amazing what has happened here. And I'm just going to turn it over and let him share his story. And it's really, I'll say this, guys, that Brett has the exact same servant leader heart. He also has an amazing work ethic. This guy's up in the middle of the night. He's up early in the mornings, and he's just busting his butt because he realizes what it can create for all of his loved ones, but also what he can create for all of the people especially compared to, he'll share with you like his experience. So go for it, bro.
Yeah, thanks. I just want to say thanks, Jason, and thanks, Kim and Mike, for coming out and sharing, and all of the CBD creative team as well. My story is I moved from England about 7 years ago to Canada, and I was a plumber for about 15 years, hated it. So I wanted to get into something else. I wanted more freedom. I wanted more financial freedom and more time with the family. I have 4 kids. So, I got into this the same reason many other people do. And I got into another offer, high ticket offer, $10,000, $15,000 to get started. I did okay, but I quickly lost passion because people weren't replicating. It just wasn't working for a lot of people. You had to put a full-time effort into it to actually make money. So, and most people just want to come in, they want to spend a few hours a day and make a few, $100 a month, a few $1,000 a month. So it didn't work for a lot of people, and I quickly lost passion. But in doing that, getting into the industry and doing that, I found a passion for creating content and inspiring people and motivating people through content. And I managed to get a few clients doing that. And then I ended up working for some of the top people in that business, and then eventually other businesses as well. So while I was in that position, I got to do a lot of cool stuff. I loved the industry because of all the motivation and just the positive mindset, and the communities were amazing. So I loved being in the industry, but I never wanted to promote anything if it was going to be like what I did before. So I always had my eyes open, always watching, people pitching me left, right, and center because I knew all these different leaders. And then Jason was someone that I always kept my eye on because, he just oozes passion and integrity, and just always watched what he was doing. And then I saw a lot of people having success in this business. So at first I sort of put it off because, I don't know, I just wasn't interested in promoting. But then, I gave it some time, and I looked at what he had here. And when I saw the urgency that cutoff creates every Thursday, it was like a no-brainer, like you said. So I jumped in, put the time, the effort, the energy in, and it just works, guys. It's like all I've done is exactly what the training lays out for you and what Jason's told me to do, and I've just done it consistently, and I've put the hours in. So like you said, I know where this is going to take me and my family and everyone else that I bring in. That was the main thing for me, because before I was bringing people in and they were dropping off, and I kind of felt like, although people knew what they were getting into and you were very clear, like you have to put the time, effort, and energy in, most people don't expect to have to put that much in. With this, I can confidently bring someone in and know that they have everything they need to start making sales right away without spending a fortune to get in. And it's just, people can replicate. So it's completely transparent. You can find out exactly, I mean, if you're on this webinar, you've watched, most likely watched that 1 hour webinar or the 30-minute webinar, you know exactly what the business is all about already. And that's it. There's no smoke and mirrors. There's no feeling like you're tricking anyone or any of that stuff. So I love it. I'm seeing so many people in the team. While we're blowing up so quickly, it's so simple, and we're just seeing so many people have success. So thank you, Jason, for always being there and being my inspiration and leading me into this, because things are going to, we've only been doing it 2 months as well. That's the crazy thing. Like up to 2 months ago, I'd never been on webinars, never been on leaderboards. We're on all the leaderboards, all the webinars, it's crazy. It's insane how quickly it's growing. So
it's awesome. Brett, I'm super grateful you're here, and Kim and Michael as well. I just super grateful for all of you, as well as everybody we have a lot of leaders on the team, guys, and a lot of leaders that can come out here and speak with you. And it's really, so the common thread you're hearing, if I were like to kind of grab some of what they were sharing, is like, it's easy to get in. People, they feel good promoting this thing because people, they know they're bringing them in. They have a good shot at finally making some money with something. And that's really, it literally just summarizes how I felt for all these years, to where the things that I have walked away from are when we're promoting something and either a company or the system we were using or something, they were deceiving us. And we realize we're bringing people in and they're like, dude, we're not giving them what we're telling them we're giving them. and I can't sleep at night, and I have all these people I've brought in and put my name and reputation at risk. And it's really amazing what we're doing here. This is, for those of you, if you've been around the industry, there's what's called a legacy company. Is like, you know, we're not really supposed to list company names. So, you know, the companies that have been around for like 40, 50, 60 years, the gigantic companies with countless tens of millions of people. And like the way they got started and everything, we are this company where My Daily Choice, they've only been around for like 4 or so years, maybe 5. And then HempWorks, which is its sister company, which is incorporated as part of it, it's only been around about 2 years now. So we have this legacy company that's only a few years old, and they're launching a brand new brand already here within a month. And you have to realize, like, new companies like this don't do that stuff because they don't have the vision, they don't have the leadership, they don't have like the money to even be able to do that. This company has so much money coming in, even though they pay out better than anything I've ever seen. Do you know this company pays out up to 85% of all of the upfront money? How could a company ever do that, especially from a physical product? They got to pay for this stuff still. The bottles, the product itself, they are losing money up front. You know why they do that? Because they know in the long run, they know people stick around. That's how good the stuff is. That's why they're number one in the world. So it's kind of like, if you know anything about Amazon, they've been at a loss for so many years. They haven't made profits. They're willing to lose money for literally for like decades. Because I was buying from Amazon in 98 when I was just out of college. And it was just books back then. But 20 years, they've basically been losing money, or the majority of those years. As soon as they, and I don't know if they've changed that in the last year or two, but they have eaten up the entire market because they were able to be in a position to just not need to make money up front because they knew in the back end they make money. They launch Amazon Prime, stuff like that. You're sitting in a legacy company when it's still an infant. There is no better time. And this is way better right now than joining this company 3 and 4 years ago. Way risky to do that. So anyway, I could give you a lot of the strategy of like what to look for in like how old a company is, how young it is, and the risk that comes along with all that. This is freaking perfect time. So appreciate all you for jumping on. And I wanted to say this really quickly, by the way, that if you're part of here, if you know what the CBD creative team is, that's one of our sub teams. So when I say Team Inspire, that includes all of the CBD creative team. So just realize like that's Brett's entire organization, and you are in the right place. You didn't get on the wrong way. We're like, wait, what the hell is Team Inspire? I'll try to say that earlier. And by the way, here's what else I just implied. If you're a leader and you want to grow a big team and you want to brand a team, and by the way, I'm going to tell you not to do that until you get to a certain level in the company, or you're just wasting all your time and all the wrong stuff. But so if you're really here to make 6, 7+ figures, even 8, like, trust me, we got training for days and coaching for days for you. But what that means is, guess what? You've ever had a vision? Because there was a day years ago, I was like, I want to create something called Team Inspire. I didn't even know the domain name, and I had to go pay a lot of money to get it because some other network marketing team owned it, and I had to negotiate. It was the first domain name that didn't cost me like $10. And it was like a lot of money. And so anyway, that was my dream many years ago. So if you've had a dream like that to create your own team and everything, hey, we have literally, it's all built in place for you. So anyway, I want you to open up your mind. I don't care. Like, I know, so I do care. It's unfortunate that so many people in the industry have failed at other things. What I want you to do is take that and just push those things aside. I want you to look at this with new eyes, with a new belief system, what we're about to share with you right here. So do you remember how like last year I had to ask all these new questions? I'm evaluating my life in a new way. I'm looking at where I got my ass kicked. I'm looking at where I won. And there's a high percentage of naivety. I don't know how to say the word. I hope I'm saying that word. There's a bunch of naive people all around the industry, including the gurus, including the top network marketing leaders. And whatever your like whatever the connotations, whatever that word naive means to you, all it means, guys, is that a person is blind to something. And so any network marketing leader, they're blind to the things we're doing because they only believe, oh, you have to go through your warm market. You have to get people to make a list of their 100 friends and family. You have to get them to call all of them. And I mean, people are starting to accept things like social media and stuff like that. This goes way beyond all that. I'm super grateful I have this huge background in computers and technology. My degree is in computer science and mathematics from 98. And I should have graduated. I should have majored in psychology, but I've gone way beyond that since then. Psychology is my favorite thing in the world. I didn't know it when I was in school. And so what's happened is you take a guy like me that's blend in the high tech and then you blend in the high touch. Like all I care about is like what makes humans do the decisions we do, including me. Why do we do the things we do? So the carrot and stick, guys, that's like basics. You'll do more to avoid pain than you will to gain pleasure. You're wired to avoid pain and gain pleasure. That's like the very basics of psychology. So it goes way, 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 way deeper than all that. But when you combine those things together and you look at things with an open mind, you realize like, dude, we can literally help countless thousands of people get way beyond a full-time income. We can create so many millionaires like this industry's never even seen in one team. Usually in a team, you'll have like a millionaire or you'll have a handful of them that got in early and stuff like that. You're going to watch so many millionaires fly out of this machine we've created. This is like amazing. We're going to prove all that to you tonight. So, and by the way, there's nothing wrong. I'm not ripping on any network marketing leaders. They're doing the best they can with the information they have in that moment. They just don't have all the information. They've been closed-minded to it. And guys, it's how our whole society is built like that. We don't live in a Socratic society where students can question their teacher. And like we live in societies where it's like, teacher says this, parent says this, student, kid does this. You don't do it, I beat you. You don't do it, I take your computer away. You don't do it, I blah, whatever these things are. That kind of world doesn't lead towards creative thinking. So, and that's what most of the world is. So, and if you didn't grow up in that world, you're super blessed. So we're here to leverage the CBD trend. Top industry leaders, we're filled with them. You have them right here within the team. Leverage the power of internet marketing, carrot and the stick, build a huge team of customers and builders. And here's the 30,000 foot view. I want you to think about McDonald's. You know, like think about a real estate. We can do McDonald's, real estate, anything. What we're doing is building online real estate. Those of you, where's my cash flow is not sitting here. So if you've ever played the game Cash Flow 101 from Robert Kiyosaki, or if you've ever, you're familiar with like what Rich Dad, what he teaches is like, hey, go out, own all these properties, and you're basically making all this rental income. So if you owe $1,000 on a place and you're charging renters $1,200, that's a cash flow of $200 minus any extra expenses that you would have. So your cash flow is probably way lower. The problem is that you are risking hundreds of thousands of dollars for that property unless you already had it paid off or something. So you risk hundreds of thousands to make a couple $100 residual income. Now, what you're hoping is that over time, the piece of land and the real estate itself goes up. So we're doing that, but we're doing it online. And we're doing this both individually. Like if you're ambitious and let's say you know Grant Cardone's teachings, same, all the real estate stuff. And you're like, dude, I want to own all of it. And you're super ambitious. Awesome. You can crush it. You can own literally as much traffic. How much traffic do you want a day? 100 visitors to your site? 1,000? 10,000? A million? What do you want per day? Because it's all out there. It's just waiting to be taken. And there's just literally no real estate, completely empty real estate that's prime time, about to be like in the corner of New York City, some of the most valuable, real estate, the corner of Times Square, some of the most valuable real estate on the planet. That stuff is sitting there with no buildings or nothing on it, literally for free. All you got to do is stick your flag on it. And that's literally what we're doing here. So we also are doing this as a team, and we're dominating things as a team. And so what this does is create residual traffic for you literally for years to come, which helps you create even more residual income. And by the way, what we're showing you right here, this is just one of our plays, okay? This goes way deeper. Guys, I've been doing this a long time. So if you have money to throw at this thing, you have more time. Like we have solutions for everybody, money, time, everything. So we are bringing in pre-qualified traffic and leads. And by the way, now this is nobody knows about this. I am testing something that one of my mentors is crushing it, that is very low cost, and it is pretty qualified traffic that is converting that really shouldn't be, and it is. And I'm not telling any of you anything, just please don't. I probably shouldn't have said it the way I did, but what I wanted you to know is, even all of you on the team already, there are multiple plays that you will be seeing come out that are just like, guys, we're going to own everything. Like we will be the dominant team in the entire internet network marketing industry. We will be the fastest growing team in network marketing. Nobody's going to know what the hell we're doing. They're going to be like, oh my God, what? You're going to have people all day long. Hey, what are you really doing? They're going to be sneaking on your email list, trying to like steal everything we're doing. They can't keep up because we have too many amazing things. And plus, when you planted your flag there, they can't build their property on top of yours. So once you really have it get like going, the person who owns the corner of Times Square right now, they ain't going bankrupt. They're not giving it up. They will go into debt for many years before they are going to give that up to you. So we get there first. We own it all. So think about like a Super Bowl ad where there's all these people seeing, let's say like it's like an Acura commercial. Well, what percentage of the audience is in the market for an Acura? Not very many. Acura is the higher end of Honda. What percentage of the audience would be they would be more open to buying a Honda? A way bigger percentage, because the Super Bowl is like a random bunch of shitload of people. It's huge amounts of people, but they're not qualified. It's just millions of people from all walks of life, right? Some of them make millions per year. Some of them just went bankrupt. And if you took the overall slice, most of them, like the average household income in the US, I think makes like what, 40 to 50,000 per year. I don't remember all the numbers. So whatever they are, that kind of household can't afford an Acura. So you don't want to pay millions of dollars for a little 30-second ad for your Acura commercial when it's going to a bunch of people that are unqualified. It's a total waste of your money. So yes, Steven, the link, if you're here live, you will actually get back with actually, we're going to show you at the end exactly how to get in with the person you signed with. And that's the only way to get in, is the person that invited you here, guys. So anyway, you're all locked in, by the way. The reason why we had you pre-enroll first is that now you're locked into that person. So you just use the exact same email address. You're already locked in. We're going to show you that at the end here. So great question, Steven. By the way, great to see you too, brother. So what if somebody was already searching for something like CBD, for example? And guys, think big. This is one tiny little play, but CBD is blowing up like crazy. So what if this person was already looking for, instead of just a random, you call someone out of a phone book, hey, you want to check out CBD? You guys heard what Kim just said. We are not going out there calling people from a phone book trying to pitch them CBD. They're coming to us. So now imagine, what if they were already looking for CBD? Now imagine even further. What if they weren't only just looking for CBD, but they're also looking for an internet network marketing business? Now, what if you can get in front of those people all day long by the tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands and more? That's what we're doing. That's literally like you, no matter what your experience is, because you have an open mind as you're looking at this and you've forgiven all your past stuff and you've realized most of it's not even your fault. It's just all these things that have happened to you over time. And you realize you're in a family of people that cares about you and has your back and everything. You can get these people in front of your business. Dude, you can have this tomorrow. Literally by tomorrow, you can have this in your business following our step-by-step stuff. So we're going to show you traffic. We're going to show you all of it right now. So I'm going to demo some results here. So the first thing you need to realize is that when we're going to do some searches here in YouTube, maybe even some in Google. I don't know. Probably we're just going to focus on YouTube primarily. So I just did something called an incognito browser here. Now, the reason I did that, so I told you you're going to learn some stuff tonight. If I'm in normal Google here, Google knows it sees my little picture up here. It knows I'm logged in. If I click on Gmail, it goes to my Gmail account because I'm already logged in to Google right now. So if I do a search, it's going to bias my results, and it's going to look at every person who's ever emailed with me. By the way, I've had my Gmail account since 2006. So it's literally hundreds of thousands of people it's going to reference. And yes, Google has all that information on you. So if you don't know that, yes, they do. It's all stored in their computers. So by the way, I also have every single email who's ever been sent to me or who I have ever sent in the last 13 years of my entire life. So if it ever comes down to legalities, I have all the proof in the world that of everything I've ever done, which that's why I keep above the radar and do legit shit. So like I have all the proof ever, forever. So just all the more reason why you need a Gmail account, by the way. But here's, without the little sales pitch on Gmail, we'll give you that in the inside. We do an incognito browser because now Google doesn't know, this browser doesn't know who I am. So we're going to go to YouTube. And we're going to just go to normal YouTube right here. You see how it says sign in? It has no idea who I am. This is what it's going to show to any random person who's coming to YouTube from Colorado and they don't know who I am. Besides, they see the what's called the IP address. So they do know I'm from Colorado. I'm just giving you, none of this really matters, guys. I'm just letting you, dropping some like extra wisdom on you. So what we're going to do is some searches here. Now imagine you're looking for, let's just do CBD. Let's just do this. I type in CBD. You see how it starts giving me these different suggestions? Let's just do the very first one. It says CBD oil Joe Rogan. You guys know who Joe Rogan is, the former UFC guy, former announcer, former everything, and he runs this amazing podcast. We're just going to click on the first one there. Now let's just look down here and see what's going on. We have Dr. Oz. We have JR Eclipse. You see how it's like Joe Rogan, CBD oil, and even Dr. Oz shows up first. Well, how is that? It has nothing to do with Joe Rogan. That's because that video is super hot. It's 500,000 views. So let's keep going down here. And I'm just kind of looking around. What I'm looking at, guys, is Lotto WAP. No idea what that means. MMA Vault, Alpha M, Tim Thibodeau. And I'm actually, what I'm doing here is actually looking for anybody from our team, which I haven't seen yet. Look at that. I have. Melissa Ozuna is from our team, and am I going to prove it? I am going to prove it because she's right here. Melissa O, she's right here in our chat, right here live tonight. So Melissa is right here. Her video has 1,100 views from 7 months ago when she had no clue what she was doing. And I'm not making fun of her, guys. Like, I didn't give her guidance on what to do around how to get videos ranking on YouTube. So she was screwing around. So she was screwing around. She put a 7-minute video up here that is literally on the first page for CBD oil Joe Rogan, which is like the first suggestion that comes up. I didn't plan this out. That's pretty freaking awesome. So now I am going to do some things that are a little more, because I want to show you exactly how these things work. So we're actually going to open, hang on. Oops, I don't want an incognito. How do I tell it to not do incognito? I got to go open this again. So I'm going to open a little something on the side. I'll show you something in just a second here. So we're going to do some other searches for you, though. So let's do, what is our CBD wealth transfer? Is that one of our, look at that. CBD wealth. So I just type in CBD WEAL and it comes up wealth transfer. So let's just click that in. So some people might actually be looking for some of that stuff. Now, what's amazing here is we totally own this. CBD Hemp Heals is our team. Jace Donovan is right here tonight, right on the webinar. I don't know if he's still on. Here's Jace right there, Jace Donovan. Twisted Christian, I don't know who that. I don't know if that's our team. Kim Clement, it looks like, since just judging by the website there. Shaylin is on our team. I don't know if she's here tonight. It doesn't matter. She's on our team. CBD Best Choice is Wes Warren from our team. He's here tonight. Right? I see him right in the chat there. Colin Thurmeyer is on our team. Jason Cardamone is, yes, you're hearing from him right now. And so we could keep going. Jeremy Droppel's on the team. Vitality Thinker is Michael Oberhausen on the team. Tony Gove on the team. Do you guys see how we literally own this whole keyword? And this is a paid ad, by the way, so we can't own the top one. And Twisted Christian's trying to sneak in here, so that's actually really interesting. And by the way, this is a different wealth transfer. It's really funny. Nothing to do with CBD, so that one's probably going to get bumped off before too long. So that's pretty awesome here. Now, how many people are going to search for CBD wealth transfer? Not that many, but the ones that do, they're very freaking targeted. And you notice how we have like all these different videos, or at least they look mostly different. Maybe Wes has 2 videos. Look at this, CBD best choice. Wes has 2 videos showing up here. 2 videos for the same keyword. That's pretty awesome. Jeremy Droppel down here. Did he have another one up here? Maybe not. I don't know if anybody else has 2 besides Wes. Do we have our CBD hemp heals? I think this is our team rotate. This is our team rotator. That's so funny. I always forget our freaking rotator. Guys, so we're talking about the rotator. Here's an example, number 1 showing up right here. This is our team rotator. So if we were to look at this, we could show you the whole video. I'm not even going to go into it right now. But if we go down, anybody that clicks on the link below is a part of our team rotator. And you'll notice this video already has 550 views. And it is getting clicks. And in fact, I don't know if I showed you that yet on the webinar, but we will show you some of the rotator traffic coming in here. So we own the whole first page. Like we literally just dominate everything for this whole keyword here. That is going to be every keyword for CBD that you can possibly imagine. And I'm going to show you even like, I'm not going to go way deep, but I'm going to show you enough proof where you're like, holy crap. We can do this. I just showed you like a dozen people that are all ranking like just for that keyword. And what's one I was so excited? Was it CBD internet? Yes, this is huge, dude. Check this out. CBD best choice. This is Wes from our team. Colin Thurmeyer's up here for CBD internet. That's a huge thing. And I know here's mine up here. Shane Stanton is up here. And is our team, I don't know. I'm sure we have other ones down there as well. Here's Wes again. So anyway, here is, I just saw myself. Here's Tony on the team. So anyway, lots of people are going to search for CBD internet, guys. Like a lot of people. Now the videos are kind of bouncing around, so obviously not a ton. Wes has 6 views on this one. And actually, watch this. If we click it, you might see more than 6 views. See how it's actually 8 views? So this is Wes from our team. It's actually 8 views. Those views out there that we're looking at, they're not always fully accurate. But you can see not a ton of people clicking on this yet. And this is probably like a newer video to be ranking for this term as well. But you'll see there's more stuff happening behind the scene. We'll go into that in just a second. So what I want to show you, though, is a video. This is one of the great. So hang on. This is one. So, okay, I'll show you the video. You'll play a few seconds. This is one of the greatest wealth transfers of our lives, and it's probably not what you think it is. Check this out.
CBD is everywhere. CBD oil. CBD.
Oh, we could keep going into it there. I'm cracking up because if you noticed here, I just got to point this out. You see the green shirt that Jason guy's wearing? Look at the shirt I'm wearing tonight. This is so funny. Trust me, I have like hundreds. I don't know, probably not hundreds. I have like 50 different shirts I wear. It's just, this is like one of my favorite ones of all time. So that's really funny. I chose that same shirt. So what I wanted to show you, this is one of the great, sorry, I want to go to edit video so you can see what's really happening here. So behind the scenes here, there's all these things called tags. And guys, it goes way deeper than this within the team. So this is just the very basics of what we're doing. But I want to show you, this is literally copy and paste. So you put a little title up here. That's the thing that shows up out when you're doing the searches. So if we do CBD wealth transfer, and what I'm going to do is go down and find the Jason Cardamone right here. This is the very video we're looking at right here. You guys see it's a picture of her. Name's Allison. She's one of the leaders up above, not above us, cross line to us in the team. You'll see the CBD wealth transfer is appearing right there. So anyway, what I want to do is show you all of these different types of keywords are some of the things that this video will rank for over time. And we also have different, now guys, there's a ton of things I can do. This was literally, I was screwing around. I wasn't even trying to rank this video, and it's turned into a really good example for our webinars here. So this will get more and more traffic over time. And just want you to realize the same base. Now these videos look all different, right? If we actually look at them, you'll notice a whole bunch of them are very similar. So let's click on, actually that's a totally different one from Colin. Let's click on, let's see, Jace's is completely unique. Good job, guys, making unique videos. Let's click on Jeremy Dropples here.
One of the greatest wealth transfers of our lifetime is happening. Check it out.
CBD is everywhere. CBD.
You guys see it's basically the same video within Jeremy doing a unique intro. So to someone out there, it looks a little bit different, and he has a different flavor. He has a different style, and in fact, there's all kinds of different things. Here's Shaylin's looks like similar to Jace's video there, if I'm just like scanning through them real quickly there. So anyway, there is so many things that we're doing here to crush it. And I can actually, let me show you a couple like just crazy, like, okay, let's do this. Do you guys think someone might type in top CBD entrepreneur? Well, Melissa thinks someone will, and yes, a lot of people will, and she owns that right up there. And if we scroll down, Melissa also is on there, like, so she's number 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. She's also number 6 down here for top CBD entrepreneur. Melissa's crushing it, our team, guys. She's having as many as 2 affiliates join her from these different and a whole crap load of other videos. And what about, let's do this one. Hemp Oil Review USA. Do you think someone's going to type that in? You bet your life people are going to type that in. So there's a couple, these are paid ads. You see how it says ad? Number 1, Melissa. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Melissa. So she's number 1 and number 8. And I'm not even looking for other people on our team. I don't know if they're even trying to go for these keywords. But what I want to show you guys, Melissa's crushing it. Look at this, 16,000 views. What's her one down here? 94 views. So this is like one of her newer video here. One of her newer videos. So, and look at what she's doing here. Best CBD oil brands USA. Let's go. So see how it says hemp oil review? Let's do best CBD oil brands USA. If we look that up, look at what shows up. Best CBD oil brands USA. And number 1 is still this one. Now, do you know why this one is outranking this one? It's because it has 16,000 views and it's more seasoned. It's an older video. So over time, this video may very well pass the other one above where they flip. But look who number 1 and 2 is at best CBD oil brands. And by the way, I'm just going to show you how ninja this really is. Melissa also has the number 5 video on this page. It just doesn't say Melissa Ozuna. It says CBD Mom Boss at Melissa Ozuna. Check that out. So now she has 3 of the top 5 videos for best CBD oil brands USA. What if we take the USA off? Let's see what happens. Melissa Ozuna still number 1. Guys, I'm still incognito. I'm not signed in. They don't know what's happening. Like, do you realize you could be doing all of this? Melissa's literally just copying and pasting, like hacking her way. And in fact, now that she has a little more skills where she knows how to like change these different, like check this out. If we go to, I saw her on one of her other videos. I know I saw it. Bear with me a second. Right here, top CBD oil brand for entrepreneurs. Do you see this screen, how it has some of the keywords, top CBD entrepreneur right in it? Well, like a month ago, she didn't know how to do this at all. Do you see how much awesome or better this looks now? Top CBD entrepreneur. Okay, this says CBD entrepreneur. It doesn't say top. Future of cannabis, not related. The best CBD online, not related. If my eyes are looking at this page, by the way, most people click on the number 1 video, by the way, guys. So like Melissa's video will get a crap load of views as people continue to look for this over time. It's only been a month, but here's what you have to realize. You may think 8 views is no big deal. Oh, it's been a month. She only has 8 views. Well, guess how many search terms she shows up for? Like countless thousands of them. All kinds of variations of this. Top CBD entrepreneur brand. She shows up for this, number 1 and 3, and maybe something else. I don't know. But you have to realize most searches that people do are completely unique and have never been done before. So if you're only thinking about, oh, I'm going to go just for, you know, the main things. Melissa's out there ranking videos for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. In fact, she may not realize this, for tens of thousands of keywords, because there's all these variations of this. Top CBD entrepreneur brand. Top CBD entrepreneur Colorado. I live in Colorado. I might type that in. Let's see what happens. Actually, Melissa does not show up, or at least not right away. Let's see. And so she doesn't show up at all for that, or maybe she does, not that I can see right there. So realize all I did was add a word and all of a sudden it's different. Someone else from HempWorks is on this one, Entrepreneur Spirit. So, and this is an old video. That's Jenna's Wagel. It's so funny. This is an older video of Josh and Jenna. So look at this, Colorado CBD hemp oil. So this is someone directly ranking. They're now number 2, and whoever USA Health is, they are directly doing that. And by the way, you guys want to see a huge mistake? I'm just going to, I'll save that for the Ninja Secrets Inside. So this person is just crazy for what they're doing right there. They're completely missing out on like a ton of sales and conversions. And I'll teach you that when you get in the team on the inside. So guys, we have, and this isn't just the Melissa show, by the way. There's a Michael Jennings or anybody else, Jace, anybody, any keywords you can think of that you're ranking for that I can demonstrate. By the way, let me pull this over. Sorry, guys. Do any of you, I forgot to do this. Any keywords, and I'm going to be done with this whole segment in the next 2 minutes. CBD wealth transformation for Michael Jennings. Let's check this one out. This is awesome. CBD wealth transformation. Jazz is on our team. Michael Jennings is on our team. Melissa Ozuna, obviously, still on our team. Michael Jennings again. So he's on here for 2 of CBD wealth transformation. So that's really cool. So, and look at, you're starting to see some things. Check this out. Jazz added in Las Vegas, Nevada. So now if we do, what if we did CBD Las Vegas, Nevada? Let's see if Jazz shows up for that. Jazz Kurtz, check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5 is this. 6, 7. Number 8 for CBD Las Vegas, Nevada. Jazz is showing up for that. So guys, let me just give you a little blow your mind. What if you did a quick little unique video with the way we teach you with our internal thing, which is literally just a copy and paste, and you did every major city in the United States. By the way, there's many thousands of them, not just the capitals. It goes way deeper. And suddenly you may only be getting, so it looks like, oh, look it was 2 hours ago. That's so funny. So this is hilarious. Like, so Jazz has no views, or at least out here. Maybe she does have some. Just imagine that her video starts to creep up. She gets a few clicks, and that's just for Las Vegas, Nevada. Then she has Reno, Nevada. Then she has, I don't know any other places in Nevada, so sorry, wrong state for Jason to guess. You know, I could do Colorado, California, maybe a little bit of Phoenix, Mesa, Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. I could do Texas, Houston, Texas, Justin, Texas, Denton, Texas, Austin, Texas. What's that place? Where the school. Anyway, do you realize like how many thousands of different places? And so now people who are from those cities that are like, hey, where do I find CBD in Westminster, Colorado? I might type that because I live there. CBD oil in Westminster, Colorado, 2 years ago, 1 view. Dude, nobody's even trying to get this. CBD Westminster, Colorado. Nobody is going for that. It's not even. Do you realize I shouldn't have did this on a public webinar because some of you are not on our team yet. But guess what? You can try to go for all this. My team is now going to be all over those things. And we have something we haven't told you about yet. And it's the reason why everyone you see in all these, they're all going to lose to our team. And unfortunately, I know that's like a competition kind of a thing. You're going to see why that's going to happen right now. So I already said we're launching a whole brand next month, another brand new $1 million brand. Jenna actually believes it might even be bigger than CBD. It will be instantly global the second, like right away. It's not just United States or just certain countries that allow CBD. They are launching it. It will instantly be every country around the world. And guys, this is only a month from right now. So by the way, we're only showing you CBD stuff there. That's because there's like a crap ton of people that will continue to search CBD, especially over the next couple of years. We will own all the real estate. So as the people are hitting their Times Square and they're not there now, or they're just trickling now, pretty soon it's going to be so many people. It's like ants swarming over like a Twinkie or something. And we're going to own all of that. And it's just going to be crazy wealth flying in like insane, even more than we already are. And we're already crushing it. So this is what you don't have going for you. So if you're outside of our team, you don't have an SEO agency doing behind the scenes work that I will never divulge, not even to anybody on the team. This is the third SEO agency I've owned in my career. And this is the best one I've ever had. I have connected with one of the top SEO experts in the entire planet. And in fact, I know two of them. And one of them is one of my very close friends. And I actually went out and paid a crap ton of money, thousands of dollars, to go be mentored by one of the other ones I've been watching for a lot of years. And so, and it's not like I was an amateur at SEO before that either. So anyway, we have an agency going to work for our team, and it will help all of the, by the way, I haven't even turned it on yet. So all those results you're seeing are without our SEO agency even aiding that. And guys, I paid so much money. I pay so much monthly. We will be getting that crushing in the coming weeks and especially throughout the rest of this year. And you have to realize going into 2020, you will only find Team Inspire properties all over YouTube, plus Google, which we didn't even show you some of the Google results. So guys, we have a team rotator. This is the reason why you want to very seriously look at coming in as an executive, because you're going to get free shares in our rotator just by coming in as executive. Why would we do that? Because I want to incentivize every person to come join us so you maximize the compensation plan so you get paid more. When you have your first member come in, and let's say they join you as executive, would you rather make $200 from them, or would you rather make like $70 or $100 from them? Same work. You've already done the work, whether it's videos or even if you're reaching out on Facebook or anything else. By the way, we have all that kinds of training. We're just not talking about that stuff tonight. And so would you rather have $200 from your first sale, or like 70, 100 range, or maybe even 140 if you've really like done things in a different way, but that's nowhere near 200. So you can either like be into profit fast. You guys saw Kim. She's like, I was in profit my first day. Did you say hours? I forgot what Kim said. And she was instantly into profit like her very first day with this thing. Would you rather have that? That's because she came in as an executive. So you can either come in and get paid the maximum amount up front, maximum amount of money, or you can tire kick. And guess what? God in the entire universe knows when you're tire kicking, and you know it. Guys, what happens? Your unconscious mind knows when you're playing small. So if you come in and you're dipping your toes in the water, guess what kind of results you're going to get? The dipping the toes in the water kind of results like, oh, I don't know. And all of a sudden, somebody else on the team is doing the exact things you are that's fully all in, and they're getting signups and you're getting like trickles. Guys, it's how it works. I've watched this for over a decade. I used to think it's a bunch of BS, and then I studied the human mind. and quantum mechanics and the law of reciprocity. And I started studying, literally, there are countless thousands of scientific proof and experiments that this is very, very, very real. We can measure this on instruments now because our technology's caught up to what, some cultures have known for thousands of years, that we manifest the world around us. So if you come in dipping your toes, that's the exact kind of results you're going to get. And it's just how it is. And by the way, the people that join you, somehow magically, they have a connection through the universe, which we are all connected, by the way. You ever get that feeling from someone? You're like, you just feel like something bad's going to go down or something amazing is going to happen, and it does. That's called your intuition, and it's completely aligned with the world around you. But most people have silenced it and quieted it down so much to where you think it's not even real now. But little kids, they know exactly what's up. They know when there's a person with bad intentions, they know it in a second. And they suddenly are very, very reserved when normally they're like super outgoing. Why? Because all their spidey sense, they know what's about to happen. So anyway, you still have that. You've just shut it down. So it's time to like pay attention. And guess what? All the people joining you unconsciously know how you come into this business. So it's going to be way harder to get bigger packages coming in where you're going to make more money. Most of your money will be made your first 2 and 3 months from your upfront money. So I'm incentivizing you to come in to make the maximum amount by getting you a part of our team rotator. So, and by the way, you get additional traffic right now because we're not full. Our rotator is not crushing as big as it will be in the coming, 1 month, 3 months, and 6 months. And so we're actually incentivizing you and giving you even more shares by coming in with an executive right now. So how does the rotator get traffic? We showed you literally exactly one of the videos that gets traffic from. And guys, we're barely starting to scale out the rotator right now. It will be significant. My vision, I don't know if this is on a slide. This is our rotator traffic. I need to update this graphic for you guys. I will one of these weeks really soon. I will. And you're going to see it like boop, way up. And there could be a little dips in there too, but you're going to see like the traffic, not just, this is linear growth here. You're going to see hockey stick growth really, really soon. This has not been a focus for the team. This has been in the background while we're getting the foundation of the machine built. So prime shares are gone. So I want you to focus on phase 2 here. That's why it's in bold. You will get 3 times the amount of, and so when you come in as executive, you actually get 3 shares in the rotator instead of just 1, which means the rotator is going around hitting all the executives in the team. If you have 3 shares, it's going to hit you 3 times instead of once. Someone who joins our team in like a year from now or something, even later this year. So someone who joins basically after approximately January 1st, and guys, I don't know the exact date yet for when it's going to drop to a single share. That's probably in the next 3 to 6 month range. Now, right now, you can actually get 3 shares. This goes away somewhere September 30th, October 31st. Guys, that's coming up really soon here. Or when we hit 333 qualified executives. And guys, I'm just telling you, last time I looked, there were 125 qualified executives, and that was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And we are enrolling a lot. Guys, the team is already we're averaging 5 to 7 new members per day. Most of those are executive. So that would mean in 10 days, that's an additional 50 to probably about 50-ish executives every 10 days. So that means 150 new per month. That means the 3X shares will close out probably, that's without geometric growth. It's probably going to close out somewhere between these dates. It's coming up really fast here. So when that goes away, then you're only awarded 2 shares, and that's permanently. 3 shares will never be awarded again for anybody who comes in once we hit that milestone. And then it'll drop to 2. And when we get to a specific point where we're like cranking in enough traffic and leads every day or every week or every month to people that they know they have full proof, like this rotator is freaking the best thing I've seen, that's when we're dropping it down to 1 share. So we're incentivizing you to get your butt in and get paid, set yourself up to get paid the most, because we want you to succeed. We would rather have you make like $400 your first month rather than like 100 or 150. It's a way stronger story. It pays for more than your whole auto ship, all your orders. Now you're getting free product, everything's set because you came in all in. So we have, guys, we also have money options. If you're someone who has more money than time, that is coming. It's coming really, really soon, which is just not our big focus because most of the team has more time than money so far. This is literally paint by numbers, copy by paste system. So here's what I want you to ask yourself as we're closing this thing out, is that what if all this did was pay for your car payment? So whatever your car payment is, and maybe if your car payment's paid off, just get a number in your head of what was your car payment? What if all this business did was pay for your car? What if all this business did was get you free product that can change the life of you and your family? And now you're getting free product every month. And all guys, like literally, what can we share without giving? What I can share with you is that my grandmother cut her Percocet intake down in half over a decade of taking 3 to 4 Percocet a day because of the condition she has. And I am not supposed to name conditions, so I'm gonna disclaimer here that can't promise the same's gonna happen to you, but she started taking our CBD oil. She halved her Percocet intake over a decade of pure addiction. Even though she always wanted to get off of it, she was down to less than half, 1 or 2 pills a day only after just her first week of getting on our CBD oil. Not other oil, nothing else had worked leading up to this. HempWorks CBD oil. That's just her alone. My mom had knee replacement, changed her life. This has changed my wife's life, my life, so I can go on forever. My executive assistant completely changed her entire world. In fact, she's a big reason why I kept my eye on this CBD from this company because of how much it changed her life. It's freaking amazing. People I care about and love completely transformed their lives. So what if all this did was give you free of that? What if it just did was just pay for your car payment every month? Like Brett has his car payment more than paid for. He's already hit the 2nd car bonus. He's on his way to get the 3rd car bonus. It's significant, guys. We're not talking about car bonuses of like, what's like the cheapest car that's out there? I don't know what it is. What are those little tiny boxes? Like, I don't know. I don't want to like, whatever the cheapest car is out there, we're not talking about those. We're talking about we're moving up the ladder. We're getting into the range of the Acuras and the Lexuses and stuff like that. That Brett is already running right down that, and we're gonna have a whole team full of people driving Lexus, Acura, BMW, and beyond just here within the next couple months. It's freaking crazy. I've never had anything like that. That's just, and by the way, you can use the car bonus for whatever you want. But what if all this did, let's take your mortgage or your rent. What if all this business did was just pay for your rent, your mortgage, to where you just don't have to worry about that. And you can keep focusing on, keep doing what you're doing, but all of a sudden you didn't have to worry about rent or mortgage. Most people, that would completely change their whole life. Most people who go bankrupt were only $1,000 away on a monthly basis. That's all. They needed $1,000 extra bucks. That's it. And they had to go bankrupt instead. What if all this did was save a whole crap ton of people from going bankrupt because now they have this amazing stream of income? But what if you did even more than that? And what if you chose to really get serious about this and you want to run? Guys, I've made a couple $1 million in this industry. I'm not joking about this. I'm going for 7 figures a month. I'm going to make my first 8-figure play with what we're doing right now. That's been so far off the radar. Even when I had this crazy like $250,000 months, $80,000 month, my brain thinking like, oh, I can make millions per year was like whatever, much less making that per month. So, and those numbers still, there was a lot of like, it just blew my mind open. What you come to realize, the numbers don't matter. $250 a month profit, 2,500, 250,000, 25 million in a month. None of that matters. It's all the same. All it is little numbers. It doesn't, whatever you decide to be is like, oh, that one's the big one for me. That's you stopping yourself right here. It's happening right between your ears. It's all on you. This is unfortunate. This is the part where you're like, You can't blame the world around you. It's all your fault. It's all within your ears. And so what you have to realize is that it's a huge gift and a blessing too, because if that's all your fault, you thinking $10,000 a month was a lot, guess what? It also gets to be your fault that instead just raise your financial thermostat, start thinking 100,000 a month is a lot. And now 10,000 a month is like, oh, this is just something you do. By the way, on this team, the belief systems that are built in below the surface, I've already been installing them in you all night and you don't even know what I'm doing, that you will be in this culture, you'll be in our team mastermind group, and you're not going to understand why things just flow easier for you here. Like if you see the messages I get every day, I need to start screenshotting way more stuff and like sharing stuff, even if I don't share names of people. Guys, so many people got paid today and they're in tears. I got 4 messages today from people that are like, oh my God, this is working and I got paid today and I'm in tears. We get paid every Thursday, by the way. So like every Thursday is literally my favorite day. And when we do this live webinar, because every Thursday morning, the whole team gets paid. And I can't tell you, every single week, there's more and more people in tears of gratitude, in tears of hope, in tears of inspiration, because they realize, wow, their car payment, their rent, their life is starting to change. All these things I'm talking about is happening for them. And guys, this isn't a couple people. This is all throughout the organization. There are a lot of people on our team already making residual income, and you can't even make residual in your first month in the business. It starts on day 31 and day 31 to 60, and then you're paid on it the beginning of the following month. So you have to realize we have so many people here that have only been here a couple months. They couldn't even have made a residual yet. They have to wait till the first week of next month. So there are a lot of people already making residual, much less all the huge front end money. And while their back end grows to be completely life transformative. So, Steven asks, do you get a deal getting family members signed up? Everybody gets the same deal. There's no bias for family or friends or complete strangers on the internet, like Melissa's specialty. So whoever you are and whoever they are, everybody gets the exact same deal with all of it. So what's next is you want to come sign up as an executive. Now, we put all executives in the team rotator. Here's what I want to tell you. So if you're here live, I'm going to show you exactly how to get signed up as an executive or your other options as well. I'll show you what they are just so you know what you're up against, but realize you miss out on the team rotator. So the recording, if you're here on the recording, if you're watching this, remember this deadline is coming up the next Thursday. If you're watching this on a Wednesday, you're watching this on a Sunday, this Thursday, everything I said applies. And we still have a deadline coming up. Don't wait. So many guys, I was just telling the team, I watch so many people, they wait till the last minute on Thursday and then they miss the deadline. And now they come in Friday morning and they just had all these paid people pass them. Do you guys realize some of you have an 8-figure earner down below you and multiple 6- and 7-figure earners, and they're like, they haven't locked in their position. And when they do, they could be down on your team and you'll never, ever have to worry about growing that part of your team for the rest of your life when they engage, and they're going to engage. So like, I can't promise what's below you because I don't know exactly which power line you're in and everything, but trust me, there are some big movers already all throughout this organization. So you can lock all them in. So the recording, all the links you need are right below the recording on the page that this thing is on. So here, before we do Q&A, which we're kind of doing like Steven had asked there, I'm going to show you how you can sign up. So what you do, and I'll post this link right into the chat as well. Uh-oh. I always forget the name. So I have short links for everything. I have shortcuts. Forgot the name of the site. It's myhempworksspot.com. I'm posting it over into the chat right here for everybody. And when you go there, this is a site owned by the company. So whoever sent you here, you already pre-registered, and you can come and see, like, once you log in, click in genealogy to see your team. So what we're going to do, the email that you used to save your free power line position with the person that sent you here, you enter that email right here. This is just a pretend email that I use. View my team. And when you come in here, you'll see the cutoff. Whenever you are, even if you're past Thursday, it's going to tell you this is the cutoff. All your free temporary pre-enrollee position is in. And when you come and click on genealogy up here, look at this. If Jamsky here pays tonight, they're going to lock in 5 paid affiliates and 118 free pre-enrollees. They're already in this person's team. By the way, and if you scroll down, you'll see all these different people. You see the paid ones show up. There's Rob. So guys, Robbie just locked in here, and you guys just saw him. He's right on our chat, like up here, right here. He was Galaxy 9. So that's me, Robbie Reinhardt. So you see, like Robbie, you could already have this Jamsky guy could have Robbie on his team if he locks in right now. And so here's the other paid members going down here, and then realizing that any one of these people that jump in tonight, like if Michael Hoskins here locks in and pays even later tonight, all the rest of the people are going to be locked in as well. So you have to realize, like, there's a crap load of people down here that you could lock in, and any one of them might come in here, you know, like they might come in here in 4 hours and 5 minutes from now and lock in, and you won't even know. So if you click on genealogy and you don't see any paid members yet, trust me, people come in the last couple hours here and you can miss them. And so don't just rely on this, because here's something else you can't see from your perspective. That if I were to log into my own back office and show you this, this might blow your mind. When you pay, here's an example. Robbie's going to experience this. Let's use him. So what Robbie doesn't know is all these people are above him. Okay. So now is he still here live? Let me check. Robbie, you still here? Yeah, Robbie's still here. So check this out. He's going to be really freaking pumped up about this. Above Robbie, who's down on level 73 here, there are 72 other people above Robbie. Now, because Robbie paid, he's already locked in Jeannie, Donald, Christopher. And I thought there's one more. Did I miss somebody? It said 5. I know I'm missing someone somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5. It's not even reflected yet. So somebody else joined. We don't even know which one it is yet. So, but here's the deal. Robbie is going to leapfrog all of these. By the way, I just saw a 7-figure earner. Robbie's going to leapfrog a 7-figure earner if they don't, multiple 6, if they don't lock in their position. And so he's going to leapfrog. And not only is he going to go up above by the way, these tests were from myself. He's going to go up above here. There are many, 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 many other people above this. We just can't see them because they're above Jamsky that are also free members. And Robbie's going to leapfrog up above all of them as well. So Robbie tonight, because Robbie just locked in his position like a few days ago, like a boss, and he came in. Guess what hey, Robbie, what rank did you come in as, by the way? And he wasn't even sure, but I did clarify on a Facebook Live. Robbie, what did you join as, bro? And you're going to see him like right here. So this is going to be super cool. He just happens to be here live. Guys, I don't plan these out. I just do things spontaneously. So while we're waiting for him, he came in as an executive. So executive. And so what the deal is that up above Jamsky, there are like a whole bunch of other pre-enrollees that have not yet locked in their position. So when Robbie comes in to like tonight, even in 5 or 6 hours from now, when this countdown goes to 0, he's literally going to have a genealogy. It's not just going to be, I don't know what he sees now. He's on 73 and it goes down to 125. So he sees like 4 paid members and probably like 50 free, what does it say here? About 50 pre-enrollees. He's going to see way the hell more than 118 pre-enrollees as soon as this thing flips over here in like 4 or 5 hours. So like, he doesn't even know this. He may know that. I've never explained it in this way to anybody, especially not on the webinar here. So most of you didn't know the same thing, even if you're already on the team. So he's pumped. He had no idea, and nobody did. So this isn't just about Robbie. He just happened to be here, and I happen to see his name down there. So realize, like, this big team I've been building for a long time, you get to take advantage. You leapfrog over everybody who's been tire kicking. And guys, I've watched people join months later. So you have to realize, like, there's going to be people joining your team for a long time to come. And like, this is like Robbie just got in. All these people he's going to lock in, they are from Kim's Internet, Jason Cardamone, Rich Uski, Healthy is Wealthy, Dante Piotti. And notice how you see a lot of the same names. That's because, Jeff Hodges right there. Awesome, Jeff. And so these are all people putting people down this power line. Leon Chadwick. So what's happening is all of these, and guys, there's a whole bunch of others. You just don't see them here because this jam ski position only sees like a limited amount. And so, and Steven actually, so Steven says, I don't think I've even signed up yet. Steven, your email address definitely has been in the system because you wouldn't have got invited by the way I send out my emails. So yeah, it may have expired since you first came in, but I can, bro, I will just message me on Facebook. I will help you sort all that out. So shoot me a message, Steve. And by the way, anybody else, if this applies to you, if you're not quite sure, what you do is plug in your email to this site, myhempworkspot.com. And if your email is not working, I want you to get back with the person that invited you here. More than likely, you need to message them on Facebook. Steven, if you could do that for me, bro, just message me on Facebook with the email that you think you're registered under. And I can also look things up under your name and everything and try to figure out where I think you came in under in case you used a different email address. So, and guys, here's the positions. I did say I'm going to walk through this really quickly. When you're in here, you click on upgrade your position, join now. There's a bunch of ways to do it. When you do that, you go down. You're going to either choose HempWorks. If you're in the US, you want to choose HempWorks, and you scroll down. You don't want the builder pack. You don't want director pack. You want the executive pack. The only package that's $599 is here in the US, and that's you get to choose 12 of the CBD products. So if you're outside of the US or somewhere where you cannot get CBD, you have to come over and choose the sprays. And again, you scroll to the bottom and you can get this executive pack. And this one is $299. And you may have heard Kim reference that one earlier. And so this executive pack allows you to choose 20 bottles of our sprays. And guys, I will start showing you the sprays. They're amazing. I take them every day. Well, I don't take trim. I'm gaining weight, not losing it. But I literally take all the others. And my wife, guys, she's skeptical about everything. She doesn't believe in nutritional products and stuff. She takes the sleep every night. It's absolutely made a big difference for her. And CBD's completely changed her health life, like big in a huge way, where she can actually like hold a job now, and she couldn't for years and years and years. So anyway, and because she wants to hold a job, she's crazy like that. So she hasn't had work for like 13 years. So that is the deal. You can get some of the other packages, but you will not be qualified to make the full amount of money in the compensation plan. You do still get a good discount on the products if you do director pack. You pay more. See how the builder pack, you pay $69. That's crazy. You get all the products for $50 with the director pack and the executive pack. So I definitely never recommend builder no matter what. So even if you don't want to maximize the comp plan and you don't want to be a part of the Team Inspire rotator, then you don't have to choose executive, even though it's super recommended. By the way, if you feel like 12 bottles, 12 of any of these products is too much, then go sell some to some of your friends and family, or don't be surprised. Guys, I had multiple family members buy physical product from me. And I'm like, guys, I'm not trying to run a distributorship. I don't want to sell you these things because I got my 12, I got my executive pack here. And I literally was like out of product in my first month because I had multiple family guys. They saw like Facebook posts. I didn't even tell them. And they came to me and they start buying all my bottles. I'm like, listen, you guys need to come in here and start buying from the company because you just took all my stuff. Like I had none left, so I had to stock up a whole bunch more the next month. Between my wife and I alone, we use approximately a full director pack every month, actually a little more than that, which is 4 of any of the products. We each go through about 2 bottles per month each. And you build up to that. But so anyway, you'll have extra where you're not sitting there in poverty, mindset. You want to be in abundance mindset, realizing you do not want to run out of these products. Trust me. There are people like I will never go without in the rest of my life ever. And neither will a lot of my loved ones because that's how big, like guys, this is gold. It's liquid gold. It's a miracle in a bottle. So anyway, those are the packages. Just follow the steps all the way through. If you are in a place where you can't get the CBD, it will notify you when you try to continue. It's not going to allow you to go through the next page where you enter your credit card and everything. So that, and it'll give you some kind of like message. You just got to come up here and look for it. And so then you would have to go. And so, by the way, I'll just tell you, CBD is open in the entire United States, in most of the EU, the European Union, and Nigeria. Everywhere else in the world, you have to order the sprays. So if you're outside of those places I just mentioned, you have to get sprays. Also, the US is the only place that you have to get executive pack for CBD. If you're outside of the US and you can still get CBD, you actually can come in with a director pack and it bumps you up to the executive level because you're not allowed to get executive packs unless you're in the US. It's something to do with shipping, or I don't know what it is, but this company, they don't allow you to ship anything somewhere where it's not legal. So I have a friend in Germany, for example, Michael Beester, he'll probably be watching this replay, that when he came in, he got to do a director pack because he lives in Germany, but the system made him an executive because in Germany, they don't allow you to ship a certain amount of CBD, like more than whatever 4 bottles worth of stuff is. So for whatever reason, they can't get 12 bottles there. So because of that, the company allows them to become an executive, even with just a director pack. Don't try that in the US. It doesn't work. You have to, it's only for the EU and Nigeria. And by the way, multiple new companies are opening up for CBD beyond the ones I mentioned. So for CBD, not sure if I'm speaking correctly here because I'm so excited and because we're closing this thing out. So you guys know what to do now. And even like right here, Michael Jennings mentions, I go to football practice and friends ask and I'll say, I send you a link. Yeah, because like Michael doesn't want to run out of all his product. And trust me guys, you don't want to run out of this. It works so well. You will feel a difference. And it's like, dude, you'll forget you've been living like in your former way, some of you for decades. And you're going to have such an amazing amount of the things it works on, like decreasing inflammation. And by the way, inflammation almost causes every single disease that I'm not allowed to mention here on a live webinar. And including, yes, the big C one and everything else, it all comes from an amount of inflammation deeper in the cellular level or somewhere on the body. Whether it's like an athletic injury, that's what I love it for, my workout. Guys, I just set a brand new record like yesterday, Wednesday. So 36 hours ago, I just set a brand new lifetime record. I'm 44 on this crazy hard ass run thing that I've been trying to beat this level I set up for like a year. And I finally beat it yesterday. Fastest of my whole life. I should have been sore as hell especially by this morning. I don't even have I literally don't feel 1% sore. And I'm looking back and I'm like, this is freaking crazy. This stuff is incredible. And so anyway, I could keep going, like sharing a lot of stuff with you. So what I want to share with you is that it's time to make a decision now. And so you've been presented all the options and everything we're doing here. We've showed you our team rotator. We've showed you exactly how this all works. We've showed you our copy and paste methods. We've brought out multiple people that are doing really well, literally telling you listen, people are coming to you. Just like I told you, I didn't go to my family. I didn't even tell my family about this stuff. I didn't text message a single person. I have not proactively Facebook messaged a single person either. I threw a couple posts on Facebook, and all the rest of the stuff, like what we're doing with that YouTube stuff I shared with you and a bunch of other secret ninja stuff we'll share with you. Guys, you can literally, how big do you want to take it? That's what it comes down to. It's all up to you at this point. So whatever you've wanted to create, what I'll share with you is that when I was on stage about 5 years ago, I was able to retire my dad from car sales. He'd been doing it like well over a decade, and he was just beat down. And he had had a heart attack in the middle of all that. And that was one of the scariest times of my life, and realized all the stress he had. And because of this industry, I was able to retire my dad on stage in front of 1,000 people, and he didn't know I was going to do it. And it was crazy. And a whole audience was bawling. It was freaking crazy, dude. It was one of the most, I can't believe I'm super grateful. It was one of the best moments of my entire life, because I've always wanted to retire my dad because he always supported me. And because of this industry, I finally had the finances where I could finally say, like, Dad, and my dad like has totally different money beliefs. He needs super security. He needs, like, he comes from corporate America background before that. And he was like, it was amazing that we were able to do that. And then and my mother-in-law, I moved her up here to Colorado almost 3 years ago. And like, she would not be here near her grandchildren. She would still be stuck in Texas if we wouldn't have been able to pay for literally an entire second house. So like, this industry can completely help you change the lives of your loved ones, of your family. Not to mention, we finally got to go on a Disney cruise, finally got to go to Disneyland, all these things we've always wanted to do. And we always had to tell the kids, like, you know, we can't quite afford that. Or yeah, I'd have to go get a job, and like before we could go do that, get a job on top of the other stuff we're doing. And so just realize, whatever you're trying to do, you can create all of that and much, 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 much more with what we're doing here. You want to go spend $250,000 on your personal development and fly around and see the best people in the world, Tony Robbins, Michael Burnoff, Frank Kern, best of the best all around the whole world, Russell Brunson, whoever it is. You want to go hang with them in person. You want to go hire coaches that cost $10,000 a month. You could even coaches like me that cost over $1,000 per month. You want to hire like guys like me to personally mentor you. You want to have the finances for all that. This is the vehicle. We just laid it out in front of you to do any of that. And if all you want to do is, like, you know, pay for sushi once a week and have your car payment paid for, maybe your rent or mortgage, we can do all that stuff too. But you got to come in and do the work for that. So love you. Appreciate you. You know what to do. Click the link below if you're on the recording. Get to the site. If you have any questions, get back to the person that invited you here. Look forward to seeing you on the inside, my friend. Take care.